another video. So first of all, I want to start with saying if you're watching this in a timely fashion, and timely fashion means if it's after Christmas anytime, meaning like late December, early January, I just want to say what's up. The title to our video today is Don't Play With It. Now, I had some different title before I fell asleep last night, but I don't remember. And it was Divine Masculine Base. So I think it's going to be some good information in this video today. Because usually when I don't plan things, it works for me because the stuff will just come back while I'm talking. And before I start this video, I want to say take what resonate and leave what don't. And when I say leave what don't, that mean if I say something that stick to you that don't got nothing to do with you, maybe it's sticking to you so you can use it to help somebody else. Also, mostly all of my videos are timeless videos, so you can press on that video whenever that topic is like fitting to you, and it will resonate as need be. Because the video is always really attached to the title. What else? Don't forget to like and subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Don't forget to like and subscribe. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Help your girl grow. So the title of our video today is Don't Play With It. And I'm in a different space, so if y'all keep seeing me looking over, is to see if somebody is watching me. So don't play with it. Don't play with it. So when Don't Play With It came to my head and basically showed me that it was the title, it was saying that like a lot of people had a lot of opportunities ahead of them, very good opportunities. Now if you watch my video from a couple days ago, I was telling y'all that it was going to be a lot of revelations for sad people on Christmas Day with the blue 5 at the bottom. Cold change. I'm a cold bitch, yeah. I'm a cold bitch. Positive change for people. But when it came to that, don't play with it. Some people were about to get that relationship that they was asking for. And maybe with that relationship that you was asking for, you wouldn't handle the relationship that you was asking for the same way that you would handle a relationship that the world prepares you for. You know what I mean? Because barely often do the world even prepare you for what it is that you actually want for yourself. So when I say don't play with it, it means like if you have something that is valuable to you that maybe other people can't really see the value in, then maybe you shouldn't receive advice from people on how to take care of it. Because how can somebody teach you how to take care of something that they don't see value in? Don't play with it. Of course, that's a relationship. Don't play with it. Of course, that's money. Of course, people are getting new houses, cars, shit like that. And y'all know tax season coming up. Don't play with it. First of all, don't play with yourself. Maybe some people need to like pre-plan what they're gonna be doing with their tax money. If you ask me, what do I think that you should do? What I think you should do with your tax money is do whatever it is that makes you feel more confident about yourself. I think that you should use your tax money to take action and make less excuses. Yeah, because I feel like whatever money that you get, you should be putting towards the results of the desired person that you'd like to be. Because if you touch a certain amount of money, there's no reason that you should be saying, oh, well, I don't have this or I don't have that. And it is true that you do have to spend a certain amount of your money just to save it. Especially if you want to save it for something important, you do have to spend a certain amount. If you don't spend a certain amount, my lips are soft. Okay, but if you don't spend a certain amount, if you don't spend a certain amount with intentions, like to spend a certain amount and put some to the side, then you're going to end up spending more than what you would have spent. For example, like, say I'm going to use $350 as a sure example. Or you want me to be more particular, I'll use $400, right? Uh, if you got $400, right, it may not sound so normal to you, but it'll be healthy for you to listen anyway. So if you got $400, you take out $150. $150 is just spending money. That's your bullshit money. You got $250 left. That's your savings. You put it into your savings. It's emergency funds. Is you know, I said emergency. Because if you put the whole $400 to the side for the sense of saving it, you're going to be going into that as if, you know, you can be frivolous with that. Now, say you get too frivolous and you see 400 as your spending budget opposed to 150. Now, you spending 250 into 400 when you could put the 250 to the side and you can have your spending budget be 150 and you can slowly dig into your 150 and you still gonna have a secure 250 on the side. Don't like play with your money budget. Then what I hear when I said the word budget, I heard energy. Budget your energy. Always make sure you take care of what's important. Take care of yourself. I've been telling y'all up until this point, I'm gonna keep telling y'all, you have to become the person that you want to be in a relationship before a relationship. Because if you do not work on certain things about yourself, you're gonna find yourself apologizing for stuff that you can't change. Like, first of all, you got even the people who don't want you to say sorry when you step on their shoes and shit. Because it's like, it was a mistake. Like, I'm not mad at you. Why are you apologizing for making a mistake? You know? So you got those kind of people. But then you don't want to distract yourself in the dating process, trying to get to know yourself and other people by being, like, overly compensating. Meaning, like, maybe apologizing for being too short or too tall or too big. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't apologize for stuff like that because that's stuff that you can't change. Like, if you a big person, you can't apologize for being big. Because even if you get small, like, you still gonna be, like, a heavier person. Maybe even your bones are thicker, like, in density or whatever the case may be. So, like, some stuff, don't apologize for it because it comes off as if, like, you're not accepting of yourself. You can make space for people to feel like their opinion matter, but you can't make so much space for a person to where you knock yourself out of your own playing field and fucking, you feel me? You teach yourself that you're imperfect. Everybody's fucking imperfect. Right, stop the bullshit. And maybe it's a thicker girl on here or a thicker guy on here right now because I'm still being made to talk about thickness. Like, you and Lizzo could stand right next to each other and Lizzo could shit on you. Not because she got money, but because of her confidence. You and Rod Wave could stand right next to each other and Rod Wave could shit on you. Not because of his money, but because of his confidence. Uh, and yeah, it happened to be touch on the topic of what the shit we was talking about the other day. Like I said, ladies, gentlemen, whatever it is, become the person that you want to be in a relationship before a relationship. Like I said, ladies, it's important to have a good morning routine, shit like that. Take care of yourself, look good. Guys, take care of yourself, look good. Don't nobody want nobody try to kiss them with no stinking ass breath. All in my face trying to have an intimate conversation and shit. Like, bro, please, if I get mad, I'm about to throw up right in your face. Yeah. So, taking care of the little things can definitely save you from being cheated on. Seriously. It's the little things y'all gotta accept. Remember I said you gotta balance your higher self and your lower self. Don't shun either one or you're gonna be lost. Okay? So, like, take care of your fucking self, bro. Nobody don't want to deal with no weird shit. Nobody not talking to him all dirty and shit like that. Take care of yourself, bro. Hold on, I gotta sneeze. That's me. Brush your teeth, wash your face, work out, take a shit. You don't take a shit, you're gonna be moody. You moody, how the fuck somebody gonna enjoy you? Only people who enjoy you when you moody is people who like seeing you sad. And a motherfucker like seeing you sad, but they don't like seeing you because nobody don't want to deal with nobody who like just super low vibrational. A motherfucker just put you depressed and put you in a room by yourself. Real shit. Four's a crowd. So he need to hang with his mans and them. It's something about doing the work. Yeah, put yourself first. Don't never not do it because you feel like you're going to miss out on something. How can you miss out on something ever to be around somebody who don't even influence you to take care of yourself? I ain't gonna lie, it is a challenge to gain that much independence. It's a challenge to, you know, because independence is not like on a level. Let's see, because let's just say, like, if a woman look at a word wrong, she gonna behave wrong too. So, like the word independence, that don't mean that a man around you and you hold his doors because woman equality or that you carrying heavy bags and shit like that. But when I say independence, I mean like mental independence, emotional independence. That means being able to make decisions for yourself in regards to your emotions, because there's a lot of women, and maybe all of us is guilty of that at one point. Even the woman who swear that she heartless, because the woman who be heartless from the day that she born, she the one who gets off later in life, and that one's a little bit more tricky, because if you're gonna be hard your whole life, at least work out so that you can still find you a sexy man when you get older. But be soft. Be soft. Do not carry them bags and tell him you can do it too, because he can do it. You don't got to do the stuff that he can do just to show him that you can do what he can do. He know you'll figure it out if he wasn't around. But why are you trying to figure it out if he is around? That don't make sense, because he right there, he can do it. Work smart, not hard, remember? And if you're a female, definitely go watch my Work Smart, Not Hard video. But yeah, being independent is just like, oh, you didn't answer my question, so I can't sleep. Or you're not eating with me, so I can't eat. Or I can't focus on this because you do da da da. it's not easy to change those things as a woman. It does take time, effort, work, and mistakes and shit like that. But you need to be able to still tend to yourself, because now say if that man was just as weak as you, he can't make decisions without you, he can't get shit done without you. Like, how you supposed to have a successful relationship? So you wanted to prove that you could be independent by carrying heavy bags, but you can't prove that you're independent by making a decision for yourself. Because making a decision for yourself sometimes do also include realizing when you're not being treated well. You gonna wait for that man to tell you when he not treating you right? You gonna wait for somebody who using you to admit that they're using you for you to go on about your business? You gotta be more, if you're gonna use these words and prove a point of your character and call yourself equal, use these things with a purpose. Because you do not have to fucking be independent to carry heavy bags just to say that you can do it. You don't got to be independent to move a bed or a couch. You got to be independent enough to move your feet to get shit done. Like, so that you can still be an asset to yourself and your relationship. Because how can you be an asset to your relationship if you're not an asset to yourself? How you going to help somebody else without helping yourself? And sometimes we overlook that saying because it's like easy, you know, but no, it's not easy. Want me to tell you how you hustle backwards when you do it? Because if you help somebody else, say you help somebody else fix a problem because you know the answer to the problem or whatever the case may be, but you don't help yourself. So that's like, boom, it's me and you sad, right? So, but I'm sad too. So, I go help you, blah, blah, blah. It's not that bad. It's going to get better. Da, da. And then I help you. You fix your problem. Now I'm waiting for you to pour into me and shit so you can tell me it's going to be okay. How the fuck you going to tell me it's going to be okay? You just got okay because I just made you okay. Now I'm mad at you because you okay and I'm not okay. And I just made you okay. Now you're not even okay again. We just wasted all of that time. And now everybody's fucked up. So you cannot help somebody if you can't help yourself. Because you did genuinely go fix that problem for that person. You made it right. You gave them the right answers. You feel me? They got better, but then you got mad at them because they didn't fix you. It wasn't their job to fix you. It was your job to fix you. Why do you think when you're angry, sometimes you going back to people telling them what you did for them, they responding back to you and telling you, well, they didn't ask you. They didn't. And now you looking around for people to help you. You should have asked you. You should have asked you to show up for yourself. Because them people, they were showing up for themselves too. They may have just not been able to have been capable of what it is that you are capable of. So their growth and their process don't look the same. So why would you ask somebody for help that you don't even feel like is a good helper? Hello? I'm going to go with the terror. 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 Something about doing a hard thing first. I'm really telling you, I think because that topic, when we was talking about like people being bigger or whatever, also just know that I don't know how to communicate in a way, like sometimes where I could use my words to be and make people socially comfortable. I isolated for a certain part of my life, like that developmental stage of adulthood where you would learn how to bond and communicate with other adults. I was in isolation, so I don't know how to communicate in a gentle way. But how am I going to say that? When I was talking about somebody being bigger and we were talking about doing a hard thing first, I definitely see people in the gym. I definitely see somebody in the gym working up a sweat. Yeah. I ain't gonna lie, if you a big girl, like a big curvy girl, your body gonna be fire. Your body is gonna be fire. Um, you may have a specific goal, but I'm gonna just tell you what I think. Because sometimes a lot of big girls will work out just to become really, really small because you was dissatisfied with the idea of being bigger. Um, but especially as a female, if you was bigger, I don't think you should get rid of all that weight. You look good. I don't think so. Like, I think, me personally, I think you should stay fit and just stay on top of it for the rest of your life. Like, tone it up, tighten it up, and just maintain it, opposed to like getting rid of it and going slim. I don't think that you should be slim because like I want you to accept your blessings, because a slim girl can't have bigger, like some girls, but it fits you. So a slimmer girl, she can't have bigger boobs and like as much ass as you can. um and that's a gift that you can do that. So I think that you should keep that because it definitely keeps you in your authenticity, and it's beautiful, you know. Some guys like small girls, some guys like big girls, but it's nothing like a thick girl who just toned it up. Like, you don't gotta be skinny, you don't got Ozempic shorty, promise you. They cracked out. Don't get inspired by the people on TV. The magician. Exactly, because y'all keep getting inspired by the people on TV. Y'all gonna always get psyched out by Cooking with Kaya. Promise you. And that's no shade. No shade. No fucking shade at all. But everybody keep doing their surgeries and they makeup to look like Jada and Ari. But y'all niggas don't share pictures of Jada and Ari. They was threatening y'all relationships with Cooking with Kaya. Kaya don't do her nails. Kaya don't do her feet. I checked. Well, not I checked like not like I checked meaning I watched her videos, but I watched that video that she had with DDG. And in that video with DDG, well, most of all her videos, her nails are short, like not even this little part right here. Most of her videos, her nails are short. And I seen that video that she did with DDG, and she didn't even have her toes painted. And that's who had y'all in a frenzy talking about she'd take y'all man. So I'm just saying, like, the natural girl wins. So like that natural thick girl, because there's a couple natural thick girls on there too that came out since Kaya. And you don't want to do no stupid shit like Ice Spice, because Ice Spice was a little thicker too. You feel me? Like, if you think, I think, like, how Ice Spice was at first is as small as you should get, because even how Ice Spice was at first is too small. Because all Ice Spice had to do was work on her waist. Ice Spice would have been fire. Because fat is attractive. Like, softness is attractive. No, nobody want to be shaped like no, I'm going to feel like a sword. Hard to touch and shit. Nobody shouldn't be that chiseled except for a fucking man. And like gymnasts and shit. But if you just a regular girl, like, I think having a soft body also like helps you have a soft way of being, in my opinion. You get the working out exactly. The Queen of Swords and the Queen of Cups back to back. It's how you know I'm telling the truth. You get the workout. You get the working out. I'm telling you. I'm not saying. I'm not saying that like. What? Oh, thank you. Thank you. I'm not saying that I'm not saying that girls doing a little muscle is not cute, but I am kind of saying that it's not cute. Because remember, your goal is not to be able to carry the groceries. You're working out with the intentions to have a healthy body. You're working out with the intentions to look good. You are not working out with the intentions to be able to push a motherfucking Mack truck. And due to the fact that you're not trying to push a Mack truck, is the reason why you can still be soft to touch. Okay? Especially if you was bigger already. I don't know why this is on my head, but if you was bigger already, like if you was even working out to be able to defend yourself, you bigger already, you do the little shit so you can get comfortable with your heart racing faster and stuff like that. Yeah, you can get comfortable with your heart racing faster and shit like that. Your bones is already bigger. So you start practicing, like, you still gonna beat bitches up. What you want? It's me. You know I'm gonna tell you the truth. You still gonna beat bitches up. Like, you're just gonna be dirting bitches for real now because your hands can move faster. That's just my suggestion, ladies. You do as you please. I would just say because most of the time people change stuff about themselves for societal needs. I be tapping into like certain trends before they trend, meaning like problematic trends, um, like what people dislike right in the beginning before it becomes like the whole fucking country disliking it. Um, and I ain't gonna lie, people are not happy with the fact that like bigger women are getting so small because y'all the only ones who could fucking do it and look good doing it. Hello? You know what a bitch like me gotta do to get big and look good? Shit. And all you gotta do is, you feel me? Shit. Don't play like that. Don't make me mad. Damn. But for real, people is mad. Cause everybody doing this Ozempic shit, bitch. You gonna be 1 in a million if you keep that weight. Everybody wanna be a fucking stick. Don't do it. Before them niggas start figuring out how to feed you bitches and make you big. You get too small, you try to make you big and shit for next winter. Yeah, thick thighs saves lives, bitch. Thick thighs saves lives. What is you talking about? Why is this a topic? I'm not even... Let me see something. And I'm not saying that it has to benefit me. Highlight, save to your channel. Unless the video after 5 minutes of your stream. I can't even find the title. Don't play with it, don't play with it. Yeah, don't play with it. Yeah. Queen, I ain't seen you in a minute. Wrote this letter and finally decided to send it. I don't know. But I do think whoever it is that's about to hit the gym, man or woman, people are going to be able to notice. And your skin going to be looking good. Because this hella fives. That's 1, 2. Queen, I ain't seen you in a minute. Damn. And you probably going to say that to yourself too. Because you probably didn't really look at yourself that like you was beautiful since you was younger. And a lot of children, when they grow up and they start off thick, they probably come from a thick parent. So they come from a thick parent who was also dissatisfied with their fucking self. Then the child come up, like as soon as they know how to talk, talking about motherfucking putting themselves down based off their weight. Don't even be nothing wrong with the kid. And the last thing I'm going to talk about, this tens. I'm going to put my cards away now. Last thing I'm going to talk about is body dysmorphia. Y'all look it up. Because I'm going to explain it to you in a way that I understand it. And then y'all can look it up. And I'm going to tell y'all how, like, I realized certain things on myself. And how realizing that I had body dysmorphia made my life a better place. Okay? So first of all, like, When I was younger, I always knew like I had like a shapely kind of body. Um, my mom is really pretty and shit like that. I always knew I was really pretty. I look like my mom. Um, Oddly though, I also look like my big sister. That's my dad's daughter, which don't make no sense. But she's also really pretty. Um, but I say that to say, like, I always had like this slim kind of fit, which always convinced me that I never had to work out. When I was younger, I used to say it was like SpongeBob because I was cut like a bitch. Like, but I ain't have no curve. Like, my curve is more intense these days, but it wasn't back then. So I used to say that I had a SpongeBob body. My butt was little, but it wasn't like flat, but it was little, and I didn't exercise, so it didn't have no plump of a muscle in it. But I still was very satisfied with myself because I thought I was the shit. Like, and in one of the cleanest ways, like, my dad kind of always favored me over the rest of his kids as far as my looks. So, so, like, I was just always really satisfied with myself until me and my dad got in a place kind of where we started beefing, and where I no longer had found approval with my father. I started looking for approval with maybe guys and or say men, males outside of my home, outside of my house, outside of my family. And then I started to learn my quote unquote flaws, which I actually genuinely did have things that I could have worked on, but it wasn't a reason for me to start teaching myself that I was unattractive because it really wasn't true. So I think that I've been experiencing, I don't experience body dysmorphia anymore, but when I was, I think it lasted about 4 years. And body dysmorphia will lie to you because it will tell you that something isn't cute. Because in the beginning, when I first started having the body dysmorphia, when I look back at the pictures, I was cute. And a lot of people go through this, especially bigger people. And not really as much men, because some men don't admit their emotions or how they feel, but definitely women. Women will look back at pictures. Bigger women will look back at pictures and they will see that old picture of themselves and they say, I can't believe I thought this about myself because now it's totally different. Well, I do the same thing. Sometimes I look back at myself in pictures and I'll be like, damn, I can't believe I was really treating myself like that at that moment because, like, compared to fucking who I was at that time and maybe who I am at this moment, like, I really deserved a lot more fucking flowers from myself. So that's that part of the story. So a couple months ago, I don't know where I ran into the phrase body dysmorphia and what made me start doing so much research, but body dysmorphia is just when you look at yourself through the wrong eyes, like you look at yourself from the wrong angle. You will teach yourself to be dissatisfied with your body. You will not, instead of like finding every reason to like it, you find every reason to dislike it. You will literally not see yourself properly. Body dysmorphia can tell you that you're skinnier than what you are. Body dysmorphia can tell you that you're bigger than what you are. It's really nothing that you can do with it. About it. It's nothing that you can do about it until you start facing the little things that you have to be satisfied with. Body dysmorphia, that's exactly how you cure it. You cure body dysmorphia with like certain simple exercises. You know what I mean? You got to learn to see the small details. That's how some people who without identifying it, that's why some people do go super crazy and they cut their muscles up, especially as women. That's what I'm saying. You cut your muscles up and shit like that because you're gonna lie to yourself until you have rock hard evidence that something has changed. But once it's rock hard evidence, you literally got man muscles and testosterone. You don't need that. You don't need that. So I said the same. Like, maybe I realized I had body dysmorphia like 4 or 5 months ago. I was looking in the mirror. I'm 26 years old. I was looking in the mirror and I was like, oh, that's actually nice. I actually like this. And I was like, I don't know why I was so hard on myself. This is actually so good. All I would have to do to make this better is a little bit of this, a little bit of that. And I can see that happening for me. But I am satisfied with what I have right now. And I ain't gonna lie, when I learned to stop like putting myself down for like how I look, like a body is not something that you can change. I don't care what a surgeon tell you. I mean, you can influence things and you can alter things naturally, like through working out, but even at surgery shit, your body now it basically just can't it can't pig out in a regular way because you've removed certain surfaces of skin, and now you're having more complications when your weight go up and down. But that's actually very fucking natural. It's very natural. And when I learned how to like be satisfied with what I had, opposed to comparing my flesh to somebody else's flesh, my flesh actually started getting more attractive. And not just by perception, but I mean literally certain things started growing. Like certain things started growing, certain things started slimming out, everything on its own, just because I wasn't talking trash to myself. Like, you have to speak kindly to yourself in order for yourself to grow properly. You have to. When you do your work, if you do some sort of paper or something, you got to remember to congratulate yourself. Because that's the only way you're going to be able to continue to push forward. This year, I seen this one meme, and it always hit me home because this meme always hits home for me because I just be looking at it like, if only they would have put it into words a long time ago. Like, how does go? I'm trying to think off the top of my head. The meme say something like, in 2025, we succeeding off discipline, not motivation. I'm like, 2025? I mean, I've always liked discipline, but I've always lacked motivation. Like, on the motherfucking soul that motivated me. So, like, I had to use the little bit of discipline that I had to make it as far as I did. But once they dropped the meme, it definitely did help me more with my discipline, for sure. Because it put it into words. But that's what you need, discipline and not motivation. Set goals for yourself so that when you reach them, you can set new goals for yourself. Because if you got a 1,000-word essay or some shit, or 8 stanza essay, you gotta be able to cheer yourself on through each stanza. That you got 8 whole stanzas to do. You know what I mean? It's not gonna be somebody there to say good job all the time. But you gotta keep pushing. And once you get comfortable, keep pushing. And you can be that rock that you need, or that engine, or that battery starter that you need. Then there will be a lot more good jobs and you can do it around you. But in order to have a genuine fan, you must genuinely be a fan of yourself. If you want somebody who would travel across the world just to watch you run across the track, you need to run across the track, and you need to travel across the town just to get to the track, just to run on the track, just so other people can put in the same amount of effort into you. Wherever you want for yourself from others, you also have to be willing to give it to yourself. Because at any time somebody else decide that they don't want to do something for you, do you just decide to change your dreams because somebody else is not going to make them come true? Or do you just build a certain level of patience and resilience and discipline so that you can get what it is that you still need from your own personal life. Because at the end of the day, no matter who's in your life and telling you that they gonna make this and that happen for you, what if the fuck that motherfucker get deployed to Africa today? I mean, that was the safest scenario I could have gave. The motherfucker getting deployed to Africa. But seriously, when you have a dream, it is your dream. And it is your job to fulfill it. Down to the details. Now that's where you involve other people. If your dream is down to the detail to experience life this way, and you want to be able to share this version of emotion with someone, that's what involves other people. Because now you can control that. When you care about the type of emotions that is, or the personalities or whatever that's around you, you can change that. You can work on those things. Why? Because, if you have a desire, you can always communicate. And when people don't care to meet your desires, you can see clearly, And then that leaves you with the next piece of free will, which is choice. But you don't never sacrifice your dreams for nobody. Why? Because it's always somebody who exists that if you was to just live in your truth, they will function with you properly, opposed to that person who you would have had to change your truth just to exist around. And yeah, it get lonely at the top. But you're not even at the top yet, especially if you're still alone. You're just on your way to the top. But you alone on your way to the top is because it's your journey. People will respect your journey, especially when you continue to walk it. It's when you give up on it that makes it seem appropriate for other people to do it too. Enjoy my video.